7. So yeah, my friend says, oh, I can eat this for lunch. I'm going to be working out later. And it reminded me of that saying that I read very early on in my fitness journey here. Working out is not punishment for what you ate. It's a celebration of what your body can do. And that was a real motivator. I should get that put on a poster or something and print it out for myself and hang it up on the wall. Had some school stuff and played a bit. Nice. Played outside or played video games? And if so, which way did you go? So yeah, different philosophies. I'm not judging him for his philosophy. If that's what drives him, hey, more power to him. And I don't know if it may have just been an off-the-cuff comment too, that he wasn't, just what he was saying. So yeah, but definitely for me, celebration of what my body can do. And I didn't start the timer, so I lost track. That's all right. Set number 4. And 7. The stream is jumping back and forth. Wait, what is happening? I'm not sure what you mean. I'm not seeing it on my end. What do you mean jumping back and forth? Uh-oh. So I've got my OBS screen up, and then I've got my Twitch dashboard up for me, and I'm not seeing any jumping. Let me check for dropped frames. Let me start the timer first so I can actually keep track of that. I'm not showing any dropped frames. Hello? I'm still here. Yeah, no, I did step out of the picture. Oh, don't do that. Stop it. Yeah, I'm not seeing any problems on this side. I'm okay, good. Yeah, I'm not dropping any frames, so I'm not sure what's happening, my friend. I mean, it's dropped a couple of frames, but it's like less than 0.0% in the whole time we've been broadcasting, so I'm not sure. Yikes. I know sometimes I'll be watching on mobile and my phone decides to do an update in the background. Yeah, the Twitch app, if you're on mobile especially, sometimes gets really weird, right? All right, set number 5, here we go. And 7. Oh, you were playing on PC. All right. Yeah, who knows? Computers are like that sometimes. That's why we love computers, right? If computers were perfect, I'd never have much of a job. Hello, dog. My dog's decided to come out and join the land of the living. Jack, back and front with like 15-second delay. That's really weird. You know, I had that happen recently. Now that you mentioned that, on a PC, and I think it was like the ad server with Twitch freaking out. They're still constantly tweaking it and trying to improve it and trying to improve the experience for what that's worth with ads, right? They got to make their money somehow. So, not judging them for what they're doing. They definitely got to do what their business calls for. But yeah, I now that you mentioned that, I think, yeah, I remember something like that. I'm like, what the heck is going on? I just watched this. Why are you showing it to me again? But I think it has to do with the way they're making changes to their ad services. And it's craziness. All right, set number 6 will be our last set. We'll do our +4 at the end. And then we'll change exercise. So let's get some. Seven. 1 for your mama. 1 for your wife. 1 for your girlfriend. And 1 for pride. That most important one right there at the end. Replayed your outside or inside playing question 5 times in a few seconds interval and properly went early because you were on another workout. That's really strange. So I apologize for any issues caused by Twitch. technical issues beyond my control, and yeesh, never can tell. All right, so we're gonna. Actually, I'm just gonna change to do my pull down or my push downs now. Yeah, it is what it is, right? I'm married, man. I'm married. I know how to apologize for stuff that's not my fault. Don't tell my wife I said that. That's Monka TOS in a marriage. Had nothing to do with Twitch. All right, let's see how this feels. Now, see, I'm going to change that. Ow. This one, same. It is the same pulley, but a different muscle group. So, the way we work this, we're definitely lowering the weight. All right, set number 1. And 7. Oh, without letting it slam. Good stuff. Start that going. Yeah, that's not the most exciting camera angle. I don't have a 5th camera set up. I could probably get one set up if I really, really want to. How long have I been live today? Well, thanks to Twitch not showing me exactly. I have to look at OBS. And OBS says, I have no idea. Oh, 1 hour and 13 minutes. So on the Twitch dashboard for broadcasters, there's a little thing at the top. It shows number of current viewers, number of views, number of followers, your bit rate, subscribers, sub points, which is a whole nother issue. But at the very beginning, here's a session timer. And the session timer decided not to work today. I'm watching it live in that dashboard, but it's decided not to work. So one more thing. So I have to look at OBS. So yeah, not quite 1 hour and a quarter. And I'm going to go, again, it's Sunday, so I like to go a little longer on Sunday because I have more time before I have to get in the shower and get out of here. But it gives me an opportunity to do a few more exercises. All right, set number 2. Pull that guy down. And 7. Feels good. Yeah, I like this one. Really feel that right underneath your shoulders there. It works right in there. And it's a good exercise. It's a lot of stuff that's... how's my day been? It's good. Thank you for asking. Yeah, like I said, I've got the time change, so I thought I was messing around and you know, getting up or getting to bed late. I'm like, woohoo, staying up late because it's Saturday night. I played a bunch of Call of Duty yesterday. I watched a bunch of television. Didn't do much of anything. And it was a really nice day off, relaxing kind of day. And went to bed, again, like I said, 1 hour later than I normally would. But then the time change happened, and my fitness band or my app was like, hey, you went to bed on time. I'm like, oh, yeah, I guess I did, huh? I know, a big time party guy here, going to bed 1 hour later than normally. But I get usually, you know, during the week I get such an early start. I'll go to bed at 9 o'clock at night, or that's sort of what I shoot for, and that's usually 9 to 9:15. And then I get up at 3:50 in the morning. What did I miss? So, do I like the Call of Duty? It's actually not terrible. I swore up and down I wasn't going to buy this one. I had Black Ops 4, and that just irritated me to no end. Did I buy the one before that? I don't remember. I don't know. I've got, you know, 10 old Call of Duties, MW3, Forward. I bought a bunch of them. I bought Ghosts and I didn't buy it. You know, Ghosts pissed me off so badly, pardon me. Made me so angry. I didn't buy COD for a couple of years, and then I jumped back into it. I'm like, oh, I'm never buying another COD again after Black Ops 4. Then I saw Ground War. I'm like, that's the Battlefield experience that I've been wanting, right? It's not quite Battlefield. But God, the campers are so amazingly bad. Come out and play the game, guys. Just come out. It's okay. I think they ought to start glowing bright red after you've been sitting still for more than 20 seconds. I'm not talking about the snipers. I'm talking about those people who find a dark corner and don't do anything for the whole game except sit in that dark corner hoping people will run by. This is the worst part of COD. But overall, it's not been terrible. It's not the most amazing video game experience. And then RDR2 on PC, I think that's pretty cool. I'm not really a Rockstar or Red Dead Redemption kind of guy. I may check it out. I may not, I don't know. Really, the one I'm looking forward to is Cyberpunk 2077. That looks like, especially since they announced co-op, oh my gosh. I used to play the pen and paper RPG. It tells you how old I am, right? Cyberpunk was one of my favorites, more so than Dungeons and Dragons. I love that world, that post-apocalyptic future, dystopian post-apocalyptic future with all the tech and all that good stuff. So yeah, Cyberpunk's the one I'm looking forward to, really, but that's another 6 months out. No, that's great. That's great. Did you wind up playing RDR2 on console, or are you just excited that it's coming to PC so that you can play it for the first time? All right, set number 3. I really do this. And 7. Oh, good stuff. Nope, and yeah, all right. So yeah, if it's gonna be your first time, I have a friend, a guy I work with, who just bought a console Thursday or Friday. And he'd not owned a console since the Nintendo days or whatever. He's an old guy like me. He bought him an Xbox One X and he bought a stack of games and I'm like, hey, let's play some Call of Duty, right? He's like, I'm busy right now. I'm like, okay, that's fine, whatever. You do you. He was playing a motocross game. He was just having a heck of a time, enjoying the heck out of that. And then he started playing RDR2 on the Xbox, and I know he's having a good time with that as well. We never got to Call of Duty yesterday, which is fine. Like I said, yesterday was a lazy day for me, so I played some Call of Duty, watched some television, took a nap. It was amazing. Got up, played some more Call of Duty, so we just couldn't arrange our schedules to match. It's all good. Set number 4. And to each his own taste is what it comes down to. That's fair enough. That is fair enough. It's where I find my entertainment. I know a lot of folks around my age, a little older, whatever, even a little younger. They're like, video games, those are for kids. I'm like, that's what I grew up with, though, right? I still like to go outside. I still like to play sports. But that's what I do. Some people like to go gambling. I do live near an area not too far away where you can go and gamble legally, and I'm like, it's not fun for me. There is one other between 40 and 50. Yeah, are they a streamer? There's more than a few people out there who play video games. They just they don't get on, or they don't talk about it because it's not a grown-up thing to do. I'm like, it doesn't consume my life. It's how I entertain myself. I'm not one of those guys who has a half-built car that I'm restoring in the garage. I've always been into computers and technology, and video games has just been a way to express that. So whatever your joy, wherever you find your entertainment, I do that. It's like those people, you kids in your video games, and they sit in front of the television for 6 hours a day. Don't talk to me about video games. At least I'm working my brain out instead of vegetating in front of the TV, right? Set number 5. And 7. Got one more set on those, and then we'll change exercise. That'll be good. Yeah, it's all good. Do what makes you happy, right? And if it's tinkering with cars, I just think about what dudes do. I don't even know what I say dudes. That's what XYs do, right? I don't know what XXs do for entertainment. Maybe you watch TV, maybe you read books, maybe you garden, whatever it is. You do you. All right, this will be our last set. So we'll do our +4. And we'll change our exercise. We're going to go to a one-hand pull down. It'll be on the same pulley. We'll just change the handle around. And we'll cross our bodies, and there'll be all kinds of good work out there. All right, set number 6. Seven. 1 for your mama, 1 for your wife, 1 for your girlfriend, and 1 for pride. I am digging it. All right. Take this guy off. Set the bar over here. We'll set up for our next exercise. Start the timer to make sure I'm getting enough time in between. We'll see if that's long enough. Oh, let's hope not, man. I'm going to be out of a job. I like what I do. I do love me some cybersecurity. Lou Raymond, good morning. Hey, I didn't see you the other day, so thanks for the follow from the other day. I appreciate you. Shh, don't tell anybody. Yeah, it looked like you took the follow button after the stream was over yesterday, so thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Yeah, no, don't tell anybody. Get me in trouble, man. I like being married. Uh-oh. All right, yeah, no worries, my friend. All right, here we go. So we're going to drag this guy down. We're going to work across our body, sort of a punching. Yeah. Yeah. Like the interview with the athlete. Yeah, don't tell nobody, right? Oh, God, what's that really horrible joke? No offense to anybody, particularly the person that this joke is about, because I didn't write this joke, but would a lion cheat on his wife? No, but a tiger would. But I'm not sure I've seen that clip, Cucumber Brothers. You should be able to post a clip, and it shouldn't time you out. I think we got that fixed. Yeah, so. Oh, no, we need to change that up a bit. Let's try that. Yeah, okay, so I'm not the only one. And then Cucumber Brother was talking about that this morning, where he was having an issue where it like skipped backwards to the same thing like 5 times and then skipped all of the content. It is the ads, isn't it? It is. I'm going to go one more plate up. Depending on the muscle group, depending on the exercise. Yeah, okay, so it's not just my imagination. Not just my imagination. There it is. All right. Seven. Yeah, that feels good. And then you guys get to watch my... Well, thank you. It's been something we've been building for a while. Like this machine here was gifted to me from a friend. It cost me 2 6-packs, and I had to help move it. And it was actually his truck. All right, Cucumber, we will check that out. Thank you. So yeah, it's again been building for a while. But yeah, I'm not unhappy with where we've gotten to. All right, you get to watch my back while I cross the other direction. Let's see, yeah. And 7. Without letting it slam. We'll start our timer here. I'm going to bring this up because I don't want to be a headless horseman. That's right. How dare he turn his back? Unfollow, unsub, I'm out of here. Never talking to you again. I know it's not pro level. Professional streamer. I need to get one of those. I was thinking about trying to figure out how to get a boom camera and microphone on a 360 swivel that I could move around the room, but I'd probably just hit my head on it. The other side of it, of course, I have a ceiling fan straight up, which means I have to mount to the fixture itself or never run my fan again. And I like my fan when it gets real hot in here. All right, here we go. Set number 2. Cybersecurity. How secure do you think Twitch's site is? It depends on what you mean. So the account stuff, just from a surface level, I've never done any testing on it. I want to be very clear, Twitch. I may be in cybersecurity. I've never tested your stuff. So without getting into TOS stuff, right? I am concerned. If I were to pick a concern, it would be the chat, since they use an IRC backend for their chat. So they do a lot of filtering. They do a pretty good job of that. But I'm concerned that some IRC vulnerability will be found, and Twitch won't be able to patch it fast enough. Because it's not pure IRC. They do some modifications. But yeah, it is old school IRC on the background, which is where the bots come in. Really hard words you're using. Okay, IRC is an old school internet protocol, internet relay chat, that people used to use before there were chat rooms and dedicated stuff like that, and they still use it out there. But it allows for a lot of bots, and it makes the chat functionality simpler in one sense and more complicated in another sense. So yeah, if you want to get a basic understanding of IRC, internet relay chat, yes, 100%. You could definitely do that. I know people who have, again, I've never tried really, but they do filtering at their server level. But if they miss something or there's some new vulnerability found in IRC, then they'd probably be in bad shape until they could get it patched. But yeah, all of the chat bots, VivBot, Nightbot, MooBot, yeah, I know. IRC was a great place to meet people and to get things that you probably shouldn't as a kid, right? All right, let me get the other side of this set. Yeah, it's an IRC foundation. Let me start this timer. Again, it's not a full implementation. They took a full implementation and reduced it down rather than starting from scratch to emulate it. It used to be a whole lot more available, shall we say. But yeah, a lot of the same commands will work. A lot of them won't because, again, they've restricted them. But like the modding and the admins and all that stuff, it's all IRC backend with Twitch's front end. So that would be honestly my biggest concern about Twitch's site. I love the fact that if you broadcast at all, if you stream at all, you have to use multi-factor authentication to log in, even if you're not streaming at the time. And you have to grant OAuth tokens to your various things. So like I don't have to, every time I launch OBS, Streamlabs OBS, it's gotten a token when I first launched it. So it logs in with Cucumber Brothers, you're killing me here. That's pretty funny. Set number 3. And 7. Yeah, Silver Fox. Oh, and I kicked my water bottle over. Oh, Homer, that's fair enough. Yeah, this didn't intend. I didn't start out to be a workout streamer. It was a cybersecurity channel doing something different, a little more resume builder for me. and it helps. So I have a couple of certifications in cybersecurity, and you have to do what's called CPE, or Continuing Professional Education. And one of the ways you can do that is by creating content, whether that's writing articles or books or doing a podcast, just creating content. I'm like, Twitch counts as content. So CPEs every year are very easy now that I Twitch stream, even if it's just my show once a week, because I think they give you 4 hours for every 1 hour of content you present. And you could be teaching or whatever. So I do a 1 hour show and it counts as 4 hours of CPE because of the prep time that goes into it. So it's, I mean, super easy way to maintain my certifications, which is part of the deal. And then money, of course. All right, backside of set number 3. Here we go. And 7. And then I was working out regardless of streaming or not streaming. I was working out 5 days a week because it wasn't like, hey, you know what? Let's put this up on Twitch too, see what kind of reaction we get. And I think this has grown more than the cybersecurity stuff simply because of the consistency of it, honestly. Because this is 5 times a week at a relatively consistent time, while my cybersecurity talk show is once a week. And it's like, well, if you don't find it the first time, you don't watch the VOD, and you're never coming back, and whatever. So it's all good. We have fun with both of them. So, but yeah, I get to meet cool people like you guys. So thanks for hanging out. All right, set number 4. And 7. So, okay, let's jump back. Yeah, I'm on the Western U.S., in the Western U.S., so it sounds like you are as well, there, Raymond. And Cucumber Brothers, you're what, GMT +2? Something like that. Or UTC, I don't know if we call it GMT anymore, so we're not England-centric, but UTC, yeah, +2. So very much different times. So the workout is 4:30 a.m. Pacific. Well, on Sundays it's 5:30 a.m. because I'm going to sleep in just a little extra, and I get extra time in the mornings. So it's just after 7 a.m. where I'm at, and then sort of northern Nevada, northern California, in that region there, without getting too specific, because I try not to dox myself. I'm a cybersecurity guy, right? Although if you were to go looking for me on LinkedIn, you'd probably find me and figure out a much tighter region. I don't specifically list it there either, but yeah, fair enough. And then the cybersecurity stream, we do it, or the talk show is Wednesday evenings at 6:30 p.m. Worked out being a really good time for me. And again, I'm not trying to become a professional streamer, I'm trying to meet cool new people, hang out for a bit, and I'd be working out whether I was streaming or not. So I do appreciate everybody hanging out with me. Yeah, usually sleep while I stream 100%. Some people like to work out in the evenings. I don't like to work out in the evenings. I like to just crash at the end of the day, get my dinner. I don't give away my exact age. I will say I am between 40 and 50. That's what I'm comfortable discussing, if that's fair enough. All right, set number 5. I am an IT guy. I've been doing it a long time, focusing on cybersecurity these days. Got tired of being fat. So that's where we're at. And 7. Are you in IT as well, or you do something else? There's a lot of IT type people, engineering type people here on Twitch. It's kind of interesting to me. If I can ask. If you don't want to tell me, that's okay too. You can give me a generic field or whatever. No specifics. Let's not dox ourselves, right? Seven. Oh, I'm digging that. Oh, it feels good. That's that back right there. You do sales, nice. That's I don't know how you do it. There's a reason I work with computers, right? Yeah, I'm in a position now where I'm not much more customer facing than I was previously. I really liked being on the bench, being very technical and not having to deal with a whole lot of customers, but can't stay there forever. If you want to go up the ladder. Yeah, 100%. I am near a large mountain range. Shasta is part of that range. But yeah, there's a ton of mountains. And it's beautiful. I love the mountains. I got the opportunity to visit Topeka, Kansas. I went for a job interview. And I got off the plane and I looked around. Where's the mountains? Because it was all flat. You know, Kansas is a beautiful state, and Topeka is really cool. But where's the mountains? There's nothing on the ridge line or the skyline. There's no ridge line for, you know, as far as the eye can see. And that was really confusing. I've always sort of lived, I mean, not always sort of lived. I lived in Germany for a while, and I visited a bunch of other places where there weren't necessarily mountains. But for most of my life, I've been able to see mountains in the distance. So yeah, it was a very interesting experience. All right, this is our last set. Seven. One for your mama, one for your wife, one for your girlfriend, one for pride. Yeah, 100%. The Sierra Nevada range is a beautiful mountain range, absolutely. And then if you get closer to the coast, you also have I don't know what the hell that range is called, but the coastal mountain range is what we always call it, right? So for a while I lived in Central California in between the two ranges. And so regardless of which direction you looked, you could see mountains basically, which was really cool. But yeah, Sierra Nevada range is an amazing range. And not that others aren't, but it's just the one I'm most familiar with. All right, so we're gonna get this other side over this last set. Take a little break. 100%. Yeah, if you live in like Southern California, you don't get to see them all the time, right? Some days you get to see the brown haze that obscures them. But some days you do get to, you're not so far away, Cucumber Brothers. There's some amazing mountain ranges on your side of the world too. Particularly the Alps. Oh my God, those are beautiful. All right. Seven. One for your mama, one for your wife, one for your girlfriend, one for pride. Oh yeah, no, I'm not saying it's next door. But I think one of the coolest experiences